Greetings. Welcome to Cajun Queen's Taro and Cooking in the Kitchen with Dr. Ross. Today the question is, are you in a parent-child relationship between yourself and the Creator, or are you still living in the old paradigm of a master and slave relationship? As you can see, even with servers, even with the mediums by which we use to interconnect with each other digitally, the individual must have credentials to log into the server. And once in that server, you have created space. So today, our first card is creating space. Create space for new desires by learning how to be happy now. We all want certain things in our lives to change, and it's up to each of us to do something about it. If you apply action from a position of truly wanting change, you will create evidence of that desire as manifestations of change. Once you notice something you would like to change, take a breath and say thank you. Recognizing what you want to change brings you more clarity on what you would like to change it to. Your job is to create space for your dreams and your desires to fill. Do this, and you will begin to receive direction and wisdom. Create the space by coming into balance, by meditating, by focusing on the moment, or thinking of a person, animal, place, or situation that makes you smile. Feel that smile stretch throughout your entire body and relax, knowing that all you desire is on its way. You have empowered your whole being because you don't need conditions to change to feel joyous in the present. You are bathing in unconditional love. Breathe it in and enjoy how good you feel. So as we create the sacred space, today we're going to be cooking basa, or base, or bass. As you visualize this card and you know you are free to be who you are, close your eyes and slow your breathing. Draw in the breath of life and focus on your heart. This is the gateway to your essence, the divine grace that you are. Sense your external, eternal, internal, ever expanding stream of consciousness and step into the center of your divine will. Beings of light are here in your higher will, conversing with you in a way that feels like you are having a natural conversation with yourself. Float in your divine will for at least a minute. Open your mind to illuminating answers, wisdom, and solutions that you have not thought of before. Nourish yourself with creativity and love. Nourish yourself with creativity and love. Nourish yourself with creativity and love. When you feel ready, focus on the breath of life and say to yourself, at the heart of everything is love. My essence is love. I am sacred. Now open your eyes and realize your life and every aspect of it is important. Namyo Horenge Kyo. You are love, embodying your authentic truth. You are love, embodying your authentic truth. You are love, embodying your authentic truth. Discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free, so long as you recognize there's more than one truth, and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. If you must convince yourself or others of your beliefs, they are not your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect, or action and reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's process. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow. Feel excited and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist. Find it hard to commit. It's time to embody your truths, beloved. It is time to embody your truth. This is no longer the truth of your forefathers or mothers. This is now the essence of your life expanding as a soul coming into remembrance and your oneness. Now visualize the car. Allow everything in the room to just be as you focus on your breathing. An infinite stream of divine truth is always flowing to you. Gently close your eyes and allow it to enter your awareness. Imagine a point of light within your heart center. See it grow into a sacred flame nectar. Feel its beautiful warmth, soul waves of joyous knowledge through you. This is the light of your truth, a guiding presence that's always with you. The light knows you and is ever revealing your truth and essence to you. Rest in this place. Breathe your light into your world. Activate and inspire more profound truths for you and for others to find their truth. When you feel ready, focus on your physical body and breathe and open your eyes. I bring you to insight. Illuminate now with your truth, with divine insight. Clarity of vision, clarity of mind, clarity of vision, clarity of mind. Allow this to flow through you as your divine awareness quickens. You are in the process of refining your psychic senses. You are or about to see further, higher, deeper through space and time. Your psychic skills are expanding and seeing through the lenses of your soul. Hone your abilities by reading or doing workshops on intuitive development, which is what we're doing now. Problems occur when you keep looking at it and manifesting it in your world. You are proof of your divine worth. And you are worthy because you are here. You are that which heaven sent. You are the soul wearing an earth garment. You are who heaven sent. You are the soul wearing an earth garment. As you breathe into this awareness, most of us on this planet, in this universe, have been familiar with the masculine energy of the divine. Today, I ask for balance and alignment for you with, to understand the sacred feminine of Mother Earth, the material place in balance, the unity of genders from which life forms create here in this paradigm. You are precious, beloved. I am, we are, love in both the divine masculine energies and the sacred feminine receptive force to anchor this vibration deeply now within your core. See now, see more. More see, more do. From mortal forms, immortality emerges. Your soul is immortal. Remember this as your truth. La verdad, the virtue. La verdadero aquí in centras. A nova, terra nova, renovation, the virtue, the new earth, atonement, a frequency, kings and queens, balancing now in divine unity. Cerebro fundamental de unidos del consensus. Los omnisciencias así in tierra firma. La nueva Trinidad. The new Trinity now as mother, parent, son, daughter, aligning in oneness in the atomic key. La nueva structura. The new structure. So as we have created a sacred space here, we're going to begin the process of cooking in the kitchen. Thank you for all that enjoyed, participated in this ceremony. Please remember, you are divine embodied here in form. Hello, Barry. This one will be your friend soon. And for those of you who have inquiries on our pendants for our fundraiser for the I Am Love Ministry, this can be yours or one just like it activated to your energy for a beautiful, generous gift of $55.55 or more. Namaste as we open the door. So as with everything, we wash our hands. Thanking Mother Earth for the bounty, the foods, the fruits, the fishes of the sea. On today's menu, as you heard, we'll be making bass, river bass, basa. For those of you who want to join the experience, it's a beautiful place to be, centered in our divine oneness. As it is above, so mote it be. As we give thanks for all these fruits of the earth that we begin to slice and dice, may the meal be wonderful, healing, restorative, so that everything turns out nice. Are we all in agreement? I say. And by all means, please remember, I can't see your live chat comments. I know that, right? Fix it. I can't see it. But after it's over, I can come back and see it. And at that time, it will be right on time. And for those of you that I remember, and even those that I might not say your name, I thank you for being in the presence at whatever time you watch it. Let this love be centered in you again and again. Age of Aquarius, it was wonderful speaking to you this morning. A beautiful light shines as the glory of heaven is adorning. Oftentimes we see the glory of the sun, and at nights we see the glory of the stars. They are always shining. It's just that they're cycles, so that each have its moment for resplendence. Every one of us here on the earth are as unique as the stars, each with its special attribute. Here into form, sometimes through amnesia, but please remember you are the love in actualization, and you are here to transform. I know many of you have walked many paths of spirit. And as we said earlier, there are many truths. All of the earth's religion came from a place where at its core there was love. When you have forgotten how to love, that's when you go wandering in books, in scrolls and scribes of those who perceive that more spiritual than you were, and not connect with your own inner. So as I'm here today to remind you, just like cutting up the beautiful bell pepper, everything is a process that begun from a seed planted in the ground, in the dirt, with sunlight, water, rain. We give thanks. You never know whose table you're going to end up at. But as the earth is the Lord, Mama Gaia is the fullness thereof. Each and every day she basks in the glory of the sun, just as we all do. As the human trees, the plant trees, the animal trees of the tree of life, inhaling and exhaling the breath of life, the giver. We are the receptors. A little piece of ginger. So you can almost imagine what this is going to taste like at the end. Combination of garlic, ginger-ish, sauteed, well, baked in the oven, and some beautiful butter. Remember, that came from the cow. Moo. Thank you, mother cow. Because you know, only the mother cow can give you the milk that one day becomes butter. But without the father cow, the bull, the Bible, the Taurus, the Taurus, in unison, we'd have no butter. And if we have no butter, we wouldn't have no butterflies. All of you beautiful butterflies going through your metamorphosis. It's so wonderful to be here, being able to share the space with you. 11:11. Awakening deeper now, the codes. Anything and everything can be a sacred ritual, a sacred ceremony. Cooking for those you love, yourself. cooking for your children, your brothers, your fathers, your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncle, all relationships. They're simply reflection of mother's love. This ginger smells good. See? Mm. And no, I didn't catch the fish. Got it at the store. And it was on sale too. Sometimes you just have to shop right. You know what I mean? That's where I got it. Shop right. Still a little solid, but it says Basa, the blessing of the Mekong River. Now, while I may not have been present in the collecting, harvesting, or the labor involved in the fishing, I've never been fishing. It's on my bucket list. So if anytime y'all want to take me fishing, I'm welcome. Here, send a message to Warrior Queen. I'll come fishing with you. But you're going to have to teach me how to set it up and string it up and all that good stuff. That was just not one of the things I got to do with my daddy before he departed, you know. But I'm pretty sure whenever it is, and whoever I go fishing with, all of our mothers and fathers will be there with us in the spirit. Yep. And as you can see, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. This knife is very, very sharp. This is now the green onions. And it smells good too. And thank you, Joshua, for inquiring about how the dinner was last night. It was delicious. Came out very well. My brother ate it and fell asleep. And I'm glad he fell asleep too. So it's like a little hodgepodge here. I have a leftover piece of pumpkin. So I'm gonna dice it up, get the seeds out. The squirrels like the seeds. They're not used to it, but they like to eat it anyway. If you know something is edible, and you know that there's an animal out there that can eat it, please don't throw it in your garbage. Be the providence, and you never know. We're here to spread love, so think about your animal friends, all the gifts they have given. They too had a contract to be in that form here on this planet. And they've honored that contract for a long, long time. Many of you have asked, well, if we are ascending, what happens to our animal? They too are made out of matter. They too have sacred DNA. They don't feel as if they came to this planet as a punishment. They know they came to this planet to serve the gods, and they have served with their bodies. They have served as friends for people who, if it had not been for an animal friend, they would have no one that loved them unconditionally. So please remember your animal friends. Compliments to Lady Master Tina Turner. She's in the background chanting, not physically, but you know, musically. She's doing the Daimo and the Honzon. For those of you who may have practiced Nichiren Shoshu Buddhism, as I said, there are many paths that leads to enlightenment. None more correct than the other. Each one had an illumined master that at some point had followers who became disciples and adepts. And they too acquired levels of peace, joy, and contentment, and found varying levels of enlightenment within themselves. I'd like to say a special shout out dedication to my lady Marina, who's on the other side. There was a time when she too was on the Zoom with us. Earth, fire, resting now with sacred desire, my beloved. You have transcended, yet while you were in physical form, you recognized, you knew. I honor you for your gift of love. I honor you for being the person that you are. Someone that heard the voice and the call and never hardened her heart. Those of you who may have been into Dallas, Fort Worth, she was one of the beautiful beings that used to be homeless on the street there. And though she was homeless, she continued to do her light work in her ministry until another loving soul was moved to donate a building and donate $1 million to create a place where homeless people could get assistance and transitional assistance back into homes. So I honor you for your gifts, your passion, and your labor while you are here in the physical form. It continues to live on with you safely in the embrace of your beloved guardian, Michael. And yes, it is. No one ever really dies. You are energy first. Energy can only transform. It cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. And as you are familiar with the laws of the universe, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, raise your hers. 3, 6, and 9. 0, 3, 6, and 9. Those are the positions on your clocks, beloved. 0 is 12. 3 is the east. 6 is the median point. 9, Gabriel's point, the chalice. 12, 0, the earth symbol. 333, from the 3 of life. Does anybody want to get a card, my beloved warrior queen? Because I feel like there's questions there, and you got them hands that are available to shuffle while I'm slicing and dicing on the knife. You know, you talk so much too. I'm preparing the green beans.
Do you have a question?
Oh, Spitfire had a question?
I'm trying to see, does she have a, well, wait a minute, back up her. I know she had a question earlier.
Okay.
She said, when I said I had so much to learn, I don't know what book or subject, what to start with.
You know, One of the most powerful books that I never read all the way through was called The Power of Now by Master Eckhart Tolle. And the way I read that book was I used it as a divining tool. I would just simply turn to wherever page would open in the book and digest whatever the message was that it was giving me at that time. And then I realized I can do that. You can do that with any book, because everybody that writes a book received an inspiration from an angel type they call a muse. The non-physical parts of ourselves in our angelic auric field that supports our life existence here on earth. Another book, if you like fiction, and there's some beautiful things that you can hide in fiction. That's the science of it all. It was written by a little 14-year-old who's now an adult, called Aragon, like era, long gone. He wrote about a beautiful dragon called Saphira and the time of dragons and riders. And he talked about this place where there was a hidden world called the land of the Sudas, and how there was someone, Galbitroex, who was, I guess they call him the emperor, but the ruler of the kingdom. They call it Alagasia, or God of Earth. Of course, many of you have read the Bible and have had varying levels of understanding of that book. But the truth is hidden inside of there. It's all about the syntax and how the words may have been mistranslated. There's another book called The Bible, the Quran, and Science, written by a doctor who was also a linguist. And he studied the original languages of Arabic, Hebrew, and of course his mastery of English and his knowledge of science brought him to a place where he could understand the underlying spirit, inspiration that inspired great men and women of old to write what they were seeing in visions or what they could prophesy. And when you look at someone who makes a prophetic vision, it's someone that could see with their third eye open, but based on their cultural markers, the time they live in, this information is given to them in a way that their body had to translate it so that it was meaningful. So when somebody said in the Bible that they saw a chariot of fire with a wheel in the middle of the wheel, that was their way of trying to describe the Merkaba, the wheel, the atom, the structure. And if they saw it and call it a chariot, then they were using the word term that was applicable to the fastest moving vehicle they knew then. So whenever you start reading and interacting now, I ask that you read and interact with your spiritual eyes open. And then from within, as you read the text contextually, your inner being, your insight will give you a picture in your mind of what it actually was, is, and will to be. Think of it as words coming from spirit, and that spirit is timeless. Spirit connects you with all of your ancestors that have been your proof of existence before. Because if you're not connected to ancestors, then you could not be here. Whether or not you consider yourself part of races that were enslaved or part of races that were called the children of gods or the children of the gods. If you are here now, then your ancestors agreed at some point to be here for the unveiling, the ascension of the planet into a new vibration. Many of us have witnessed many civilizations come and gone. But even though through the eyes of mortal men, they seek to validate by saying, prove to me, give me a quote, give me a book where you've read that, seen that. A lot of people always talks about Edgar Cayce and how he would channel from a state between dream and not sleeping, and the things that he would see while he was in the perceptual matrical alignment. He could see with his mind's eye, and he would describe things and speak in other languages he was channeling. These gifts are always available to those who have gone into their Akash, their cellular memory, and as the card says, past life, present power from the Isis deck. And Lady Lois could read that for you now. But as she said earlier, don't seek to access your current ability based on how you used to. You are powerful now than you know, but you must find new ways to access those gifts and those abilities that have laid dormant in you that your ancestors had. Did that answer your question, my lady? Oh. The sacred O's. If you saw 000, what number would you give it? Would you give it 0 or would you give it 3? You know? So this is what I've been doing here. Cutting up the seasoning. This is what's left of the ginger. Let me see if I missed anything in the comment section. Gotcha. Yeah, that stomach, I had invoked the book of Revelations, chapter 10, verse 7, and it said, when the seventh archangel spoke, standing on sea and on land, sea, land, age of Aquarius, he opened up the little book, and when he took a bite of that book, manifested knowledge from the DNA. It was sweet like honey to the mouth, poetic speaking, but to the belly, to the sacral chakra, it was embittered because it caused a disturbance there in the sacral. So as I'm giving this energy now in the sacral chakra, and as you know, I'm wearing a wet head tie because my head was on fire. I had to cool it down. I'm bringing from the crown chakra into the belly and making the link. Intuitive guidance, intuitive wisdom, the guidance system, and the compassion, intuition and guidance, left and right, logic merging, like 6 and 9 combined. As above, so below. As it is within, may it outwardly flow. We release any and all things that are not in alignment with our sacred good. And as we bring it now back into mother tree, mother wood, the motherboard, the keyboard, and here with the stylus of the feather, the pen, I now write in balance the scales of Libra, a new being, Anubis, heart lighter than a feather, and so it is. It is so. Lady Fix It, for you, inner voice. Finding your inner voice. Notice the color blue, lapis lazuli, the throat chakra. As you go into this meditation, you see the wings of the dove expanding around that person that's centered in the middle of us. Mira, look. Adore, which is love. A portal of love. Adore. Your voice, oración, speaking loud. There in the solar plexus, adoración aquí. Presente al centris, anuva codinachia, codicils of love from the center. Adore portals open now for more love to enter. As love flows through in voice, I invoke. Now the enchanted love of earth and heaven, now as I spoke. Inspiración aquí así adora, codinercia DNA, codinercia more. Fanuva, terra nova, to renew the cells here on Mother Earth, as in the heavens here. La voz sonida Gaia, the sound of Mother Earth here. Her name is Gaia. As in the symbol of the vesicus Pisces, infinity, Virgo, Lady Isis comes through with the Sirius portal, the stargates of civilizations beyond the earth now knitter and integrate energy codons of a new realization, anchoring the peace, joy, and love in the renovation of your vibration. Here we echo Sisela Matjalwe Kodinati Balekanana Torvara Ikishindeo Okodore Sinti Ale Sincera. Sincerely now the codons of energy codes weaving into the cell, a node, opening now wide in the celestial abode as it is in your body. Now hear me. Pi a la mode, the cream of heaven. The monk, Hanuman, the high priest, the hierophant, the magician from the tarot. Anyone else with a question? Dutch oven pot. So I'm going to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. Remember, we made the rule yesterday. We clean up as we go, leaving nothing behind for another person to come. You know how we do? May our labors not be in vain. Wonderful. So with the seasoning all cut up, and we're ready to combine and add eat. Sending our beloved Cajun Queen much love. in the heart space, in the center. Fill it up with love. When you become a vessel, a light beacon, someone that holds the frequency of hope for earth and for the heavens, it at times put a strain on your body because your feeling sensors or sensor ray or Reiki. Your body is the instrument that receives the energy, and as it combines with your human element, your planetary element, again, we said everything is energy. We are conducting, we're transmitting, we're emanating this energy into Mother Gaia, into Mother Earth, into the water, into the aquatic kingdoms, into the flora and the fauna. And so it is. Nothing ever truly wasted. All here now in fun or fundamental. The universe is mental, beloved. Not as in crazy, but mental, you know, every elemental. So this is now where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, in the most proverbial sense. If any of you are struggling now with feelings, emotions, vibrations, I ask you to release them like the tears, the river flows. You are in the privacy of your own home. Heaven sees all. Nobody else has to know. Download, upload, allow your feelings to flow. In the center of your being, feel the inner glow. We're using the frequency of 432 hertz. And here I am, I'm washing time, literally, spiritually, etherically. I'm clearing time, washing time, purification time. In this moment is this, in this now, it is the present of love. Al este momento, regalo del amor. Dañar aquí así, restore. Restauración en punto cero, 0.0, 0.0. Here in our 0 point, the point of restoration, in the core of the atom, we send now this elemental vibration. As it reaches the crown, bring it down, center it to your Earth Star chakra. A novus, a no voice, the voice of now. Infuse our prayers now. One heart, one sound, one soul of Mother Earth, bearing here to the ground. A little Laurie marinade. Coded Chia C, coded Chia C, in the code of C, in the code of C. Great water, great mother, your eye see I go, your eye see I go. Judicia, judicia, justice, justice. We imbrue, we make whole. restore points, reformatting points, restorative energy now. Make sacred by love our divine intention, gifting the Holy Dove. Spiritu Santi, Spiritu Divini, Spiritu de los Angelicos, Elohai Elohienu, Anovatriti, in the covenante de Ra, Corinachi. Here, Spirit Divine, Spirit of Heaven, in the code cells of our DNA, we speak the code 1111 as we anchor higher vibrational energies now for those whose body are rendering, feeling, surrendering. Here for the power of transmutation, we are raising the divine vibration as it is the will of heaven by my free will and the divine will of all who are present here. We anchor this vibration as priest and priestess, living amongst in form. Livitikusasia Krishna, Shekinah glorious here now, bringing forth this new dawn. In the presence of all, may the awareness be, though it may be bitter sometimes, as God. We anchor this vibration in the new sacred trees. Holy tree, holy oak, holy matter, here as I spoke. Ignite the flame, violet, magenta. Ignite the flame, violet, magenta, so that all who comes, be it now or later, may enter. We leave this code here in the sacred heart of Mother Earth. As in the heavens she flies, Solara, Satnam Satnern Kaishtuno, Isila Washnane, Kodin Marak Tevertu Kadai, no Shikne, Te para Onon Kiashikre, Mertu Oi Ankre, Anuk Aye Eteru Ana Etere, in la tierra se, in la tierra se. Rapid acceleration here on earth as in the heavens. Make it so in this assay, in this celebration, the sending of energetic joy. We say Hasheo Namaste. As you can see, it's a colorful dish. Here we make this wish. Combine mantequilla y la tomates, gandules y cualquier cosa tú quieres. Whatever it is, we place it now. We put the lid on it. We speak blessings upon this meal as it is represented here. All of the earth, one love, mesa, one table, one pot, mesatam, mesa atam, mesa atam. The table of peace, table of peace, the table now release. In the periodic table of elements, may the human elemental see oneness and align, as it is in the hands of iron, Ogun, Oshumare, O Batalaya, Oloronki, Iba Ano, Iba Ashe, Ayansa La Ansa Kaino Ashe Oshun, Iba Ashe, Okodina, Ababa O Unakiashu, Enora Kada, Edora Sensi, Abadaleut Ongwea Shalebera. On earth we celebrate and we set free. Goes in the oven. Then it's gonna go to the belly. I hope you could taste it. Can you? All right. We've been on for a while. Later on, we'll probably come back and we'll do another quick video as it comes out the pot. Uh-oh. You know what? Gotta take it back out the pot. That lid had a rubber top, so you couldn't put it in with the lid. And I want it to steam, so thank you all. Any questions there amongst the audience? Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Ava Maria. Thank you, Tiamaat. I'm feeling like making a pull from the ISIS deck. I'm gonna light an incense too, an incense of myrrh. And if there's anyone that wishes to have their name written in my book of manifestation for healing, to be on my sacred table, just put it in the chat comment. And when I see it from Mama Lois, I'll write your name as I light the candle and light the incense. Thank you for all your loving intentions, contributions of your energetic vibration in this node of healing, alchemically. So mote it be. Everything's clean. That's how we do it, family. Now that fish is going to be served over a bed of rice. And it'll be delicious. I already know. Because I cooked it with love. Go ahead, Lois. I am love. We are love. That's how we cook it. This is how we cook it in the kitchen, right? So how are you guys enjoying the kitchen and the cooking and the whole part of it? Do you like this format? Putting healing in the pot when you cook it? You guys could do this at home. It's called a burnt offering, giving a sacrifice to your bodies, which is a gift of God. Oh, Lois, I want me one of those too. You already know. Are you feeling better now? Not really? Okay, drink some water, sweetheart. A lot of transmutation on in the belly. Namyo Renge Kyo. Namyo Renge Kyo. This is the Lotus Sutra, the purity of the mind meditation. I'm going to find you a beautiful sound key that will help you use the energies of the river for flow. And it's also in 432 hertz. Very beautiful healing. Love is space, space is love. As you can listen to the water flow. Thank you, Diva Pramal. Thank you to the Orishas, those who are of the Ifa Akan faith. This is a song to the river, the flowing of water. Ide were were niter ochun. Ide were were. Niter ochun. Ide were nitaya. Ocha kiniba. Niter ochun. Shekem. 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 Ibaya. Niter ya. Ide were were. And if you feel it, know the song, sing with me. Ide were were nita oshun. Ide were were. Ide were were nita oshun. Smudging. Sending clearing. Ocha kiniba. Nita oshun. Shekem, shekem, shekem. Ibaya. Ide were were. Invoking sacred space in the sacred now. I call on the energetic, healing presence of your higher self here in this now, affirmed. Raphael, healing angel, connect there in the side, in the hip, in the stomach. Master Agrippa, Lord Ketume, now see sending, mending, healing in there. Indigo ray coating of the crown chakra upon her head. Touch and send, agree, as you now in the cell set free. Liberation coating a vibration mode in a sea, sending ode in a key. I unai in a key shu no kare. Ochakini ba roa dusun sikli dumere. According a sisere, enogora, akodo ninatora, shikama si, amora, love sending, love mending. And we give thanks, healing, vibration. Thank you for being here. And we'll close this broadcast in this now. Just love and light sending.